All right.
Hi Nick, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm not too bad. Back at Ibrox ahead of the Old Firm on Sunday. How much are you all looking forward to it as a squad?
Yeah, we're absolutely buzzing to be back here at Ibrox. It's another phenomenal opportunity to play at a fantastic stadium and yeah, we're just really going to go now. I think if you ask any Rangers fan growing up as a kid, if you could say that you'd have the opportunity to play at Ibrox, you would probably bite your hand off for it, to be honest. So yeah, it's a phenomenal achievement for myself and obviously the rest of the girls as well, but especially for my family as well. I used to come to these games with my dad when I was a young kid, so yeah, it's an amazing opportunity again, and I'm just really privileged to get to do it. Looking back, I always used to remember coming to the games, and it would be actually me and my dad used to sit kind of just to the right hand side of the dugout there, and it was always, I always used to be absolutely so excited to see Michael Moles play, and I just remember like the whole of Ibrox singing like the Michael Moles song. I'm not going to repeat it because I don't want to sing on camera. That's probably one of my fondest moments is getting to see a player like Michael Moles, and obviously the likes of Barry Ferguson as well, so yeah.
Yeah, you touched on those sort of players, were those like the ones that inspired you as such that you wanted to be a footballer when you grew up? Yeah,
and I think that's mostly it, is the inspirations that I had growing up as a kid was mostly probably the Rangers players, because back in the day there probably wasn't that many female players to aspire to be. I think the only one that I can name off the top of my head is when I was growing up is the likes of Kim Little and Julie Fleeting. So yeah, to say that you can now look now and say so many kids now have role models to look up to now, and I think it's phenomenal and fantastic for the women's game in Scotland. The way Rangers has grown in that professionalism, I mean, you look at the training facility that we're training at is one of the best in Scotland, if not the best. So I'm very lucky that I get to call that my job and get to train there every day, and I think we're going in the right direction. There's obviously still improvements to be done, but look, Rangers are doing everything in their power to put us in the right direction.
Yeah, and you were part of that title-winning team that played on this very pitch for the first time, and against Aberdeen you scored that day as well. What was your best memories from there?
Yeah, it was obviously fantastic to get the opportunity, like I say, to play at Ibrox. The girls love playing here. It's incredible in front of the fans, and hopefully we can get as many back as possible. But yeah, that game, like you said, I obviously scored as well, and it wasn't only just that, like I think I've spoke about it previously, is my dad was really unwell as well leading up to that, and this was one of the first games that he got back to come and see me play, so to score it gives me goosebumps, because my dad was really sick, so to score at Ibrox, and I got to see him like sitting over there as well, and I think you can see like videos of like me like just kind of like putting a heart up to my dad, so that was fantastic, and I absolutely loved every second of it. The season so far has been incredible, really up until this point. I think obviously off the back of Sunday we're obviously hugely disappointed as a squad, but I think we touched on it there as how far we've came as a squad from the very start of the season. This is just one dip that we've hit. I think under Jo she's been fantastic. Obviously being named captain is a huge honour, but I think what I've said so many times before is there's so many other leaders within the dressing room. It doesn't only just take one place when you play for such a big club to be leaders. There has to be a lot more, and there's got so much players in the dressing room to go and do that as well.
Yeah, not just the Old Firm to look forward to this weekend. Of course, you won the semi-final against them in the Sky Sports Cup and put your place in that, and you've got an opportunity to retain that in March.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think it was obviously a fantastic game against them the last match. I think we really turned up that game, and that's something that we're going to really need to do on Sunday as well. We know that they've got quality in their dressing room, but as do we, and that's only we'll be focusing on ourselves. We don't really focus too much on opposition. It's how we can hurt them instead of how they hurt us. I think these games mostly comes down to mentality. I think when you play these fixtures, and I've played quite a lot of them now, it's who turns up on the day, and hopefully that's more us on the Sunday. These games are fantastic to play in. I think I feel so privileged, and the girls that we have in the changing room as well, we feel so privileged to get to pull on that jersey every week, and to go and do it at Ibrox against our Old Firm rivals will be fantastic. It'll be a great occasion for us, but we'll just be treating it like another game. Like I've said before, is the preparation that we put in all week. We work so hard behind the scenes, so that's all we'll be focusing on going into Sunday's match.
Of course, you got the opportunity to play here earlier this season in a 7-0 victory over Hibs. What was the reflections of that day? It was such a good performance.
That day it was a fantastic occasion. The fans turned out in their numbers as well, and that's something that we're really trying to push for this game, is getting as many through the door as possible and really trying to put on a performance to be proud of, to try and get new fans in the door as well, and hopefully it'll be a great occasion come Sunday. But the last time we played at Ibrox, it was a great atmosphere, and hopefully we can go and do that again.
Yeah, and it'll be the first time an Old Firm's ever been played here. How much you just encourage everyone to come and be a part of it and try and make it a special day?
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. Is we just want it to be a special day. I know there's so many fans out there who's maybe not came to one of our games before, and I would honestly just try and encourage people to come, give it a try. You're getting to come to Ibrox, you're a Rangers fan, and you love coming here on any other match day, so just come and give it a go and get behind us, because sometimes it can be that those extra numbers that come through the door, they can really help push you through in these types of fixtures as well. Yeah,
just lastly, how significant would another victory be, of course, bouncing back from perhaps a disappointing result at the weekend there and heading into the international break as well?
What a fixture to go and do it. I think this is a massive game for us. It's like I've said, the season isn't won or lost in one game, and that's what I said on Sunday to the girls. So for us, is like no other. We want to treat it just like any other game. I know that probably the media will like to hype it up as well, and all that kind of stuff that goes along with Old Firm fixtures, but for us, it's another fixture that we want to get maximum points from, and that's really what we'll be going to go and try and do.
Well, cheers Nick, all the best for Sunday.
Thank you, cheers.